Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Etheria restart video. So in today's video, guys, I wanted to show you a speed team for Doki Doki Inferno. I think a lot of people know about this team, but I wanted to show it anyway and walk through why it works, the different types of speeds you need, and maybe your damage output, just in case you guys can build this team yourself. So where we're at in our account is I've gotten through all of the Inferno stages of shells and I've gotten one or two, good shell pieces. So now I'm looking for better specialized cores as well as some speed gear, which is why I wanted to build a fast Doki Doki team just in case the next 2x comes around and I have this team built so I can farm it. So I'll put the builds up on the screen to walk you through how this works. The turn order and all that stuff. But this is the team. So I've got Frey on Revelation. This is pretty important because she really helps increase the amount of damage that you're doing on this first wave to ensure that the Realm Mocha will end up being able to clear this right ad, even if everything goes wrong with Kloss, because the Kloss is not latticed at all. So she doesn't have any lattices on her skill 3 to increase the percentage of the defense down and speed down to 100%. So yeah, that's where the revelation of Freya actually comes in pretty clutch. The Valerian is just here to be a meat shield, in all honesty. Like, this is the main target for the enemy because everyone else is a negative element to them. So she's in there for the meat shield and she just provides buffs and all of that. And I think everyone knows that the RNG in this game is nuts. So there's even times where I've seen Kazuyo the Reverie get resisted like 8 times in a row on the second wave, which is really annoying. But turn order is pretty simple. I got Kloss going first. She doesn't need to go first. It can be Freya. But with Kloss putting the defense down on the enemies, Freya does just a little bit more damage. And then you have Kazuyo the Reverie to put the sleep on everyone, and then Romoka cleans up. And Kazuyo and Kloss are on Codex of Magic, so they can do the same exact thing on the next wave. You can't do that on Freya because she needs the Revelation. So when it comes to the way that you want to set this up, you always want to go after Security Guard B, because the way I believe that this works is Doki Doki will enhance one of these ads, and she'll end up enhancing the ad on the left, which I believe is Security Guard A. So if you see this this run in action, it doesn't even matter that our Kloss and our other teammates are slow. Because, like I said, the Valerian ends up eating all the hits anyway. So there's the Revelation proc. So it takes them down close to 60%. Here we have our Kazuya the Reverie go in. We're running the Romoka on the count, and she ends up clearing the first wave. That's really important. She needs to kill that first ad with the first 3 hits of her skill. If not, the splash damage of the Romoka is going to be way less, and it's not going to be able to clear. So then Kloss goes in. She does her same thing. We target the other ad on the left this time because I think she ends up buffing one of the other characters. You see this guy is targeting the Valerian. So all of our other heroes are pretty safe. And then we go in and we just clear again with the Romoka. So it's about a minute and 2 seconds. I think there's more ways to speed this up with like a Lily. I just don't want to speed tune my team because the Lily ends up pushing the Romoka in front of the Kazuyo. So this is the easiest way for me to do this. So same thing. Target the thing on the right. Is very consistent, by the way. Even if the Kloss misses the hack in or the defense down. If she misses both of them, which has happened, the run will be a lot slower, but it can still pass. But yeah, if she misses both, which again is just the crazy RNG of this game, it does end up being an issue. But this is a really smooth, easy run. And Yeah, it's just super consistent. And again, I really don't think it's hard to build. The only two heroes here that have, oh no, we got three heroes with lattices in them. We have the Valerian, which again, I think is the most replaceable character. Maybe that can be like Kachi the Guard or something, even just for the immunity and the defense up. Uh, so maybe you don't even need her lattice, but then Kachi would be latticed. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Uh, you have Kazuya the Reverie, who has her skill 3 fully latticed, and then you got Rilmoka's skill 3 fully latticed. Other than that, it's just, good shells, decent amount of gear. The nice thing is everyone here is extremely easy to build other than the Rilmoka, because that's where you need all of the damage. So the Kazuya just needs a lot of effect accuracy and speed. The Kloss needs a lot of effect accuracy and speed. And then the Freya just needs speed and crit rate. And then everything else is pretty much put on the Rilmoka. So we've got, 3 runs in a row here. Pretty much the same thing. Everyone's getting slumbered. We're doing our Codex of Magic stuff. Extremely consistent. Very, very nice. So again, if anyone wants to build this team for a 2x, if you have these characters, you don't need to invest a whole lot of lattices in them, and you still get, some pretty consistent runs. Another nice thing is with the Freya being on Revelation, even if the Rilmoka would die, she ends up being able to be a pseudo damage dealer. Because you have the attack up from the Valerian when she's in her hazy dream, if you don't have Freya or want to use Freya, I think a Silence works perfectly well in here because the Silence actually times out well with the Revelation. So it might even be better in this instance. It might end up making this whole run faster, which is pretty nice. So yeah, I think if the Kazuya the Reverie ends up missing on the sleep on the first wave, maybe this also fails. Like nothing in this game ever seems like it's 100%. So I'm not going to say this 100% consistent, but it's very, very fast. And even if you like miss on one of these runs or something, in the end, it's not going to take super long. So prior to this, I was just running, a Shiata, and it was working. It was pretty consistent, but it was just way too slow. And I figured I'd just invest the resources to try and speed this up because I know what I need. It's speed and the Swift Raid gear. Next will be like an Aurora speed team. So yeah, we did 4 runs in about 4 minutes. So come 2x time, this will be even better. But yeah, you guys have the builds. Put them up at the beginning there. You can just you can screenshot that or pause it and try and build it. So yeah. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.